In this video, I'm going to talk about how to interpret the meaning of each region of a Venn diagram, and we're only going to look at just a two-circle Venn diagram in this video, and then in the next video, we'll talk about a three-circle Venn diagram. So if we look at this two-circle Venn diagram, we've got circles A and B, they're overlapping, and when they overlap, we end up getting four regions. So there's region 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And what I'm going to do is let's go through each region and talk about what that means, or if an element's in that region, how could we describe that element? So for region 1, I'm going to go ahead and highlight where region 1 is. So region 1 is the part of circle A that is not overlapping with B. So the description might be, if an element is here, it means it is in circle A, but not B. So it's not a part of circle B. It's not touching B at all. Okay, so now we're going to look at circle 2 or region 2. So region 2 is right here, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight that. So that's where all of A and B intersect each other. And so if an element is in the center where A and B overlap, we say that element is in both A and B because it's in both of those circles. Okay, so next we have region 3. So region 3 is right here, and I'll highlight that region. So that region is the circle B that is not touching A. So the description we could write would be that element would be in B, but not A. Okay, and then last we've got region 4. And region 4 is on the outside. So it's on the outside of the circles. And so if we think about how we might describe that in words, we could say, well, if an element is outside the circles in region 4, we could say that that element is neither A nor B. So it's not in either of those circles, it's outside. So let's look at an example where we put some context or a little story problem associated with our Venn diagram so we can make a little bit more sense of this. So in example 1, suppose we survey a class about their preferences between chocolate and strawberry ice cream. Create a Venn diagram and then answer each question. Make the left circle C for chocolate and the right S for strawberry. The universal set box represents the people in the class. Okay, so I already went ahead. I got a Venn diagram here. I labeled my circles. I'm even going to go ahead and circle. I'm just going to outline the strawberry circle in pink so I know that that's all strawberry, and I'll outline the chocolate in black here so we know that that's the chocolate circle. And just like before, we've got regions 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now we're going to go through and talk about what those regions mean in terms of the ice cream, the survey example. So use the Venn diagram to answer each question. So let's look at the first one. So region 1 means, so we're going to identify where region 1 is. So region 1 is right here. So that would be people who like chocolate, but not strawberry. And I forgot to mention, this would be a great point actually to pause the video and try all of these on your own first and then go through and check your answers. So I'm going to go ahead and erase that, and then I'm going to go to region 2. So I'm going to highlight region 2. So region 2 is where the chocolate and strawberry overlap. So if you think about the students, those would be students who like both chocolate and strawberry. Okay, and so erase that. And so region 3, that would be over here. And those would be students who like strawberry, since it's in the strawberry circle, but notice it's not touching the chocolate circle. So I'm going to say, but not chocolate. Okay, and then last we're looking at region 4, and that would be on the outside. And so if it's on the outside of the circle, that would be students who don't like strawberry or chocolate. So you could say they dislike strawberry and chocolate. Okay, so now let's go to part E. So what regions represent the people who love chocolate? So I think you really just have to identify, well, where is the chocolate circle? It's the entire region that's circled in black, or I'll go ahead and highlight here. So this is the entire chocolate circle, and that contains regions 1 and 2. So we would say regions 1 and 2 love chocolate. So let's look at F. What regions represent the people who love strawberry? Okay, this is going to be really similar to the last one. So we're looking at all of this. So that would be regions 2 and 3 would be those regions representing people who love strawberry. Okay, so let's look at G. What regions represent people who love chocolate or strawberry? Okay, so let's examine what this question means. So, or this can sometimes be tricky. So I want you to imagine if, you're sitting in a class and maybe the teacher says, raise your hand if you like chocolate or strawberry. Who's going to raise their hand? Well, anybody who likes chocolate is going to raise their hand. Anybody who likes strawberry is going to raise their hand, even if they don't like the other. And if you like both of them, you're going to raise your hand. So really, we're thinking when we're asking or trying to answer this question, we're really going to look for anybody who likes just chocolate, the people who like only strawberry, and the people who like chocolate and strawberry. So here we're looking at regions 1, 2, and 3. Anybody who's in those regions is going to like chocolate or strawberry. It's okay if they don't like both, or it's okay if they like one and not the other. So regions 1, 2, and 3 are people who like chocolate or strawberry. And then H asks us, what regions represent the people who do not love chocolate? So I'm going to find that chocolate circle and I'm going to shade everything that's outside of it. So do not like chocolate. So let me erase that last highlight. So anybody who does not like chocolate would be anybody, basically just going to highlight right around that chocolate circle and continue on so that the whole box gets shaded, but I'm not including that chocolate. So who doesn't like chocolate? That would be people in region 3. Those would be my only strawberry lovers. And then the region 4 would be people who don't like chocolate or strawberry. So regions 3 and 4 are regions that represent people who do not like chocolate. So 3 and 4 there. Okay, and then what regions represent the people who do not love strawberry? Okay, so this is going to be similar to the last one. I'm going to go ahead and just erase that shading. I'm going to put my C and my S back. Who does not like strawberry? Well, I'm going to just highlight right around that circle, strawberry, and I'm going to shade everything outside of it. And so who doesn't like strawberry? Well, we're looking at regions 1 and 4. So 1 would be people who only like chocolate, 4 would be people who don't like chocolate or strawberry. So 1 or 4 do not love strawberry. And then last it says, go back to each of the regions we completed and list the set notation for each in the space to the left. So we're going to climb back up here and we're going to go to the top, okay? And so if you like region 1, so region 1 would be people who like chocolate but not strawberry. That is going to be C minus S. So C minus S is everything in C but not S. So highlighting that again, we're looking at just this part. So that's what C minus S represents. Okay. For the second one, likes chocolate and likes both chocolate and strawberry. So we're looking at the middle. That would be the intersection. So it would be C intersect S, would be that overlap. Okay, for part C, okay, region 3 likes strawberry but not chocolate. That's going to be a subtraction. So that represents strawberry minus chocolate. S minus C, the definition of subtraction would be everything in S but not C. And then for D, people who dislike chocolate and strawberry, so that would be everybody on the outside. And if we want to do a set notation, this one's a little tricky here. One way to do this is to think about what this is not. And so if we think about what all of this would be, so all of this in here would be C union S. And so what we could do to represent that shaded region on the outside is we could just say, well, S, or I'm going to write it the same way I wrote up there so it's a little clearer. C union S complement. So everything that's not in C union S is going to be on the outside. Okay, and then for E, what regions represent the people who love chocolate? So we're looking at 1 and 2. So that would be just the chocolate circle. That would be C. People who like chocolate are going to be in circle C. Who loves strawberry? Well, that would just be circle S. And then what regions represent the people who love chocolate or strawberry? We said for answer 1, 2, and 3. So that was all of this. And that region, if we're looking for a set notation, is C union S. So when you're finding the union means, I like to think of union meaning combined. So a union is combining C and S together. You can almost think of union like marriage. You're combining two lives together, in this case, two circles together. So it's C union S for that one. So C union S. And then for H, what regions represent people who do not love chocolate? So if you remember before, I shaded everything on the outside of chocolate. Well, that's just C complement. It's everything not chocolate. So I'm just going to write C complement there. And then for I, what regions represent people who do not love strawberry? It's going to be similar to the last one, only for strawberry. So we'll erase all the outside of C, and now I'm going to highlight everything that's outside of S. So who do not love strawberry would be all of this region, and the set notation for that would be S complement, everything that's not in S. All right, so in the next video, I'm going to do this, a similar example, only with 3 circles.